To promote good menstrual health and hygiene practices, the federal government has provided reusable sanitary pads, sewing machines, and other items for women with disabilities. The move is part of the government's effort to empower women with disabilities with valuable skills, fostering independence and economic empowerment. The Nigerian Women's Economic Development, while training the women to start the venture, expressed the government's commitment towards bettering the lives of women and empowering them. On their part, the beneficiaries say they will put the knowledge acquired to good use.
It is to train 10,000 women on this production of reusable sanitary pad by making available the materials which is in our custody already. We showcased it earlier. We have the materials, and then UNFPA has actually even empowered these people living with disability with 9 sewing machines. So these 9 sewing machines, we aid them in how to produce further these sanitary pads, and then for their own self-consumption and then for entrepreneurship purposes.
By providing essential training on the use and maintenance of reusable sanitary pads, we are taking a critical step towards enhancing menstrual hygiene management. This not only promotes health and well-being, but also fosters dignity and self-esteem amongst women and girls with disabilities.
I'm very happy. Yes, they offer us a project that will produce this centenary pad, what do they call? Unusable centenary pad. Then they teach us how to plant this orange potato. Yes, that is what they do today here. So we really appreciate. We say thank you.
Well, joining me now to stretch and unpack this conversation is Stephen Rodstick, who's the technical assistant to the senior special advisor to the president on special needs and equal opportunities. Good to see you, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Let's first talk about this move. And, you know, off the top of my head, when you hear reusable sanitary pad,
yes.
You first of all talk about, on one hand, you're talking about hygiene, and you talk about reusable sanitary pad. How hygienic is that?
Well, it's very, very hygienic. You know, when you look into the society today and you make your inquiries, you find out that women living with disability, most of them are not able to afford the sanitary pad during their menstrual period. Some of them finally resort to using tissue paper or use the materials, cut them into pieces to make use of them during their menstrual period. And you know how unhygienic such could be. So this reused sanitary pad is very economical, it's very hygienic. They have been trained on how to use it. And yes, they've been trained on how to use it, and it will be very, very okay for them. One, those who cannot afford going to the supermarket or going to the pharmacy to buy a sanitary pad for their menstrual period can actually use those ones. This initiative is geared just towards 2 cardinal points. It is the menstrual hygiene, and then empowerment for women with disability. Because as you can see, the kickoff today, 10,000 people has been empowered. It's kind of training, because after that is going to be stepped down to the 36 states, including the FCT here, where women with disability will be trained on how to produce this reusable pads.
Wait a minute, you mean you're looking towards having it locally produced here in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, yes. They had a workshop where they have been trained to produce it here in Nigeria to make it affordable for people living here, and also as an empowerment for women with disability, where they can produce it, make money, sell in subsidized rate, where other women can afford it.
How much of an interest is the government putting into this? Because we understand that there's what they call period poverty. And the last we checked, about 37 million Nigerian women and girls are experiencing period poverty, meaning that they are unable, as you highlighted, to purchase sanitary pads, tampons. So in this case, how much of an interest or effort is the government making to ensure that beyond those living with disabilities, those going through period poverty are catered to?
Well, I really want to talk about women living with disability.
So this one is strictly for women living with disabilities.
Yes, you know, the Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu created an office of the Senior Special Assistant on Special Needs and Equal Opportunity. And the idea of that office is for inclusivity. Then the SSA, in his wisdom, to apply the inclusivity of the President, the Renew Hope agenda, have to partner with the organization producing this to assist women living with disability. That's his constitution. It's a constituency where he really needs to make sure things are moving well. One, for their hygiene. Two, for empowerment.
And is this taking place across Nigeria? Because this looks like the FCT for now.
Yes, for the FCT, it's going to be stepped down to the 36 states where the training will be ongoing. Women with disability will be trained to produce this part.
Are there plans with those in 36 states to ensure that when that kicks off, ultimately you have leaders who would help drive this, drive the process?
Okay, this is just a tip of an iceberg to what is in stock. This initiative is part of the Renew Hope agenda, and the Renew Hope agenda gave birth to what is called a project, an initiative called Beyond Disability Project. So this reuse sanitary pad production for empowerment for women with disability is part of that Beyond Disability Project. That Beyond Disability Project is geared towards empowering persons with disability through talent and skill development.
What's the target? I'm talking about numbers. Do you have an idea of the numbers of those women to be reached out to nationally?
Nationally, yes. Here in Nigeria, we have 35.1 persons with disability in Nigeria, and about 40% of them are women. So we are actually targeting a whole number of large population of women, and this will help not just to promote hygiene, but to empower women with disability. We are going beyond production of a reusable pad. We are going into, like I told you, talent development, where they will be developed those who are musicians, those who are actors, those who can make shoots, who can make beads, who can make hair. The project is going to be launched on the 22nd at the banquet hall, where persons with disability are going to gather, and there's been also a process where this talent has been harnessed. They've been sectioning them from one state to another.
Stephen Rodstick,
a
delight speaking with you on Newsnight.
Thank you very much.